Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Oh, it must be Wednesday because we are drinking whiskey. Wild Turkey Rare Breed from the old Wild Turkey Distilling Company. Isn't that what they're called? Wild Turkey Distilling Company, Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. First barrel proof whiskey I ever had last year. Spoiler alert, big fan of this one. There is no age statement on this bottle, but from everything that I've read, it is a blend of 6, 8, and 12 year barrels. Barrel proof, it is 116.8 proof, so almost 59% alcohol. I'm a Wild Turkey fan. Wild Turkey 101 was one of the first 100 proof whiskeys that I had. Very much enjoyed that. I did a video of that last year. And then someone had suggested this. I like the regular Wild Turkey. This glass is, why is it dirty? Like regular Wild Turkey. I'm still wanting to try, I think it's called Kentucky Spirit, is that right? Have not seen that yet. So around here, I'm in Southern California. These bottles go for about $51, worth every penny in my opinion. I have heard people outside of Southern California can find these for around 47 bucks, which is awesome. I would buy multiples of that price. But then I've also heard that people in bigger cities like New York City see this for like around 60 bucks. Still, for me, I would pay $60 for this bottle, but your mileage may vary. But yeah, this was the first barrel proof whiskey I ever had. And I loved it immediately, which was kind of crazy to me because it was the highest proof whiskey I'd had at the time. But yeah, just something about it. I was like, this is really, really good. This has so much to me like brown sugar and molasses. It's very rich smelling. I mean, you definitely get, there's like a twinge of alcohol, but it's not offensive. It doesn't like, you know, hurt your nose when you inhale or like singe your nostrils. It's not fusel to me. And it's got this cool, like fruity, it's like if you were to put like sugar on pears and then like, it's got like this cool like char thing to it. It's almost like, what's the dessert that you make, like when you put fruit into butter and then what you flambe it or whatever? I imagine that's what it would be, like if it was pears. And it's got a cool, like there's a definite like peppery thing to it. But yeah, just so much sweetness and vanilla. There's like a rad like woodiness to it. It just smells very rich, very like desserty to me. It's delicious. By the way, I have noticed, this is obviously my first sip of whiskey in a week, I think. I have noticed lately with higher proof whiskeys, when I take a sip of it, if I let it sit on my tongue and kind of like rolled around in my mouth, it's not as like jarring, if that makes sense. This is so like, it's butterscotchy, toffee, molasses, brown sugar. It's got that like boozy Werther's Original thing that I love. And yeah, just like that pear sweetness, tons of vanilla. It has like this, I don't know the best way to describe, like it doesn't taste smoky, but it just tastes like charred wood. You know, the barrel presence is definitely there. And it has like, it almost finishes like with a candied sweetness. It is so, so delicious, so flavorful. And I think, you know, you're getting the higher proof. I think this is a good kind of bang for your buck bottle. And I think it's pretty widely available. I mean, I can find it easily. I can walk into, you know, a Bevmo or a Total Wine. There's grocery stores around here that sell this. It's a little bit more expensive at the grocery stores, but there's regular liquor stores that have this. This is just one of those bottles, I think, that, you know, people are kind of hunting for the higher proof sort of unicorn bottles. Like listen, we had Stag a couple weeks ago, or last week, whenever that was, and that bottle of bourbon is delicious, but it's nearly impossible to find. You know, there's people who want the higher, the barrel proof, like Elijah Craig barrel proofs and the Larceny barrel proofs. Those around my area are harder to find. They're more expensive. This is just when they're like, you know, in these Facebook groups and online, people are like, what's a really good, like, bang for your buck, higher proof bottle? This is always my answer, because if you know, you're getting this, like I said, around 50 bucks, and it's just so flavorful and so impactful and just delicious. It's a joy to drink. It's really, really good. All that butterscotch and toffee and vanilla and just like that intensely sweet pear desserty kind of a flavor is just delicious. So highest of recommendations for me. I hope you guys enjoy this one as much as I do. I'm sure there'll be people that say this is not their jam, and that's fine. I'm just interested, if you don't like this whiskey, like, what about it don't you like? Is it the price point? Is it hard for you to find? I'm not sure. But yeah, love it. So that's it. Another Whiskey Wednesday in the books. Let's talk about this one. You want to? I will see you guys next week. Appreciate you watching. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse, so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.